This is my review of Bleach Chapter 53. So we have a new volume cover. It's just of Byakuya. I don't really have anything to say about him. His scarf is just kind of blowing in the wind. It's just a normal Byakuya picture. Um, and then Kubo goes on like a little bit of a tirade about having to move, and his new landlords like him, and he can't eat onions. The next page has a little blurb about Shinigami not having hearts, obviously referring to the whole like having to control your emotions and you can't let them interfere with your work and all that stuff. Um, and so we come back into the story finally. And Uryu has his bow ready and he's walking up to Rukia. She asks him what he's doing. And he says that he bought some sewing stuff. And he just happened to be going this way. And he apparently sensed the Shinigami. He kind of uses it as an excuse to have shown up. And then Renji comes up and he cuts the bag and it also hits Uryu's arm, causing him to bleed. Uryu then asks who he is and threatens to kill him. Again, I find this kind of out of character. Kubo wrote Renji a lot more aggressive and violent and kill crazy than he ended up being later on. And I'm gonna keep criticizing that because it's just weird. Because from my perspective, it's not like Renji slowly turns. He's out to kill everybody, and then all of a sudden he's just no longer is. It's just so weird to have such a drastic change. Uryu again introduces himself as someone who hates Shinigami, and he's just a person going home, a classmate of Rukia's. Renji doesn't care for that introduction, and then Uryu finally introduces himself as Uryu Ishida, and then he threatens to kill Renji. That's a bit much, also. It's like everyone is so resolved to kill each other, and I just don't understand that. Especially because Uryu should know that if he kills one Shinigami, more are going to come. And it just created a big issue. Rukia tries to stop them from fighting. But obviously that's not going to go well. Chapter cover is of Ichigo and Tatsuki, and they both have popsicle sticks sticking out of their mouths. At first I thought they were cigarettes, and I had to look at it a second time to realize that they were popsicle sticks. And we cut away from the fight between Uryu and Renji, unfortunately. And we come to Ichigo. He's in the bathroom, and he's saying it's very late. It's like 2 in the morning at this point for him. He hears a noise, and he backs up, and he's wondering what the noise is. He gets down, looks behind the toilet, and finds Cone has been taped to the back of the toilet. He was trapped there by Rukia, and he was apparently in there for a really long time because he talks about how he didn't know who was coming in each time. So, him and Ichigo are talking, and eventually he points out Rukia's note, and Ichigo didn't notice it, and he opens the note and finds that it's coded, so Ichigo has to figure out how to decode it to figure out what happened. And she uses like a fucking beaver or something, and it's a hint that you have to take a letter out of each word, and then you can read the note. And it basically just says that Ichigo needs to hide and not look for her. Obviously, when the Shinigami not to be able to find him. And Ichigo isn't sure what the hell is going on, and then Kon tells him that something must have happened between her and the Soul Society. And Ichigo says that they need to go. So Ichigo tells Kon that he's going to go find Rukia, but then he realizes that he doesn't have the glove that she used to knock his soul out, so he isn't sure how to get out of his body. And I was like, what the fuck? I don't know how Kubo forgot this, but Kon, the whole point of Kon was so that he would have his body moving around the whole time he's out of it. That was the point of them getting a mod soul, so that he could do that without her there. Eating Kon's pill is supposed to knock him out of his body, but apparently Kubo forgot. Because he's sitting there freaking out, not knowing what to do. And it was just so weird. But then Kisuke's there, and he holds up his cane. And obviously we know that can knock Ichigo's soul out of his body. And we come back to Uryu, and he's on the ground. Kubo completely skipped the fight between him and Renji. And, like, I know Renji's going to win. It's obvious really that Renji's completely out of Uryu's league, but still, this is a fight manga. Even if it was only like a page and a half, I would like to see something. So Rukia tells Renji to stop and remarks that he's stronger than he used to be. Renji introduces himself to Uryu, basically saying he's going to kill him, so he'll tell him his name, and he starts slashing down at Uryu, and then in the next page, the ground is destroyed, and Ichigo's sword is next to Renji. And going from that one page to the other one, it wasn't clear what happened. Like, when Renji's swinging, you kind of see, like, speed lines, but you just assume that that's his sword, not Ichigo's. So I had to flip back and forth like 3 times, trying to figure out exactly what the fuck was going on. It just didn't look that good. I think that could have been done better. And then Ichigo obviously introduces himself, since everyone else is introducing themselves. And then for the little corner thing, we have Yuzu in her room. She hears Ichigo talking to Kon and wonders what Ichigo's doing in the bathroom. I just stop saying so much. My brain's not working. It'd be a fun chapter if I got it to see any of Uryu and Renji's fight, but without that, there's not a lot to say. Other than that one, it looked fine other than that one panel where Ichigo's swinging down to hit Renji. So I don't know what the fuck else to say about that.